I guess we're a reaction stream now. We have a reaction to a reaction of my video. We posted this video, which was not a video specifically calling chefs cheaters. This is a quick pack 206. This is an hour and 15 minutes or something like that. And it happened that Matt told me what happened with chefs cheating in that video, and we're talking about it. So it's just happenstance. Of course, this will be my thumbnail and the title. Obviously, I'm playing the YouTube game, but I didn't intentionally make a video to call them out, okay? I just want to make that very clear. I never intentionally took the time out of my day to edit a video and cut it together and prove that they cheated. Never did that. They did that for me.
Was Nuggy, and Nuggy had been there for about a year.
So let's start over.
Correct, I was there for 10
Let's
months.
start over.
Yeah.
So you can hear. This is in Discord.
Yes.
So there's a couple people talking.
I don't know if everyone's not heard yet, but we had a plant in free-to-play Wales.
So they had a plant in free-to-play Rails, right? A plant is a weird, goofy way to say a mole. They had a person in our team looking at all their stuff, which isn't necessarily bad to an extent. Like getting Team Wars choices, getting deck upgrades, getting strategies and stuff like that. That's not the biggest deal in the world. Most of us probably have somebody in a Discord somewhere that could maybe get some information from the team. But what they did was pretty crazy. A little bit extra leveled to that.
And what happened is the plant was Nuggy, and Nuggy had been there for about a year.
A year. A year and 2 months he was in the Discord. 11 months he was on free to play.
Correct. I was there. I was there for 10 months. With the mod
11,
itself,
10
I was there
months.
for at least a year and 2 months. A year and 2 months, you can say.
Yeah,
So,
he plugged in free-to-play Wales, yeah.
yep. So like 10 months of free to play.
Also, I apologize. I cannot fathom why they wouldn't mute their soundboard when they made a video like this that they were intending to put onto the internet. And they don't mute this brain rot soundboard shit. That blows my mind. Blows my fragile little mind. I love that though. The fact that they have my clips in there, I'm just living in their head, man. So they changed him into a female because I think they thought that if it was a girl that they would get better treatment or something, which would only have been true if Warp was still the leader. Let's be clear with that. Be clear with that.
That was Nuggy anyway.
I love that one. I can't believe they have that.
Yeah.
So his Epic Elf was the account.
So this is when it happened anyway. Max DM'd him.
Member since September 2024. Member since September 2024. That's a little longer than a year and 2 months, isn't it?
You got a vagina.
That's
We
close.
want you in free-to-play Wales.
And fun fact, if you have a vagina, Gert will give you his details, and we're about to show.
No, it doesn't. Gert will give you his details because Gert doesn't want to play the game anymore. It has nothing to do with their genitals. He doesn't want to play the game.
Right now, aren't we?
So anyone interested, anybody interested will get his account. Anybody interested.
And as we know, Gert is one of the mods for the official SPPD server.
Who cares? The official SPPD server doesn't matter. I've been banned from that for a decade. So if you guys want to talk, about, oh, they're deleting my messages and oh, they're being unfair. I was banned because of shit that you idiots did. So, okay, complain. Oh, complain.
Anyway,
Everybody's fucking cheating!
once we did it.
That's a great clip, dude. That's a great clip. I kind of want that one. Somebody get into their server and steal that sound clip from me. That's a solid one.
All their TVT streams.
I'd be clicking that constantly, dude. All right, so.
And what we did is we started sniping them.
You hear that?
We could see
Listen.
all their TVT streams. And what we did is we started sniping them.
They started sniping us.
Couple of good games out of it.
They started sniping us.
Before free to play, we were sniping. It wasn't when we were on free to play. It was just when I was on a load.
It was easier to snipe than load, didn't it?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
They put trust
Look
into
how
it
many
all,
games
so,
they're
yeah.
showing.
Yeah.
Look how many games they're showing.
That we were
Gotta admit, that's a sweet picture. Nuggy sniping like that, that's pretty cool. Not even, if they would have made a little scene in the distance that looked like a Turning Point USA rally, and then like my head was, that would have been pretty funny. Honestly, that would have been pretty great. But they're sniping us. So in case you don't understand what sniping means, is they would join our Discord. In our Discord, a lot of people stream their runs, and everybody's having fun, talking shit, helping each other out, whatever. They're streaming their runs. Nuggy would get into our Discord, share his screen to the chef's Discord through OBS or whatever means he was doing it, share his screen over there, so then anybody on chef's could take chef's recruits, chef scouts, these different accounts where it doesn't matter if they win or lose, and they could join, or they could try to match with us, which isn't too difficult because, you know, if you're both matching for Team Wars at the same time, you'll probably match each other. So it's not all that hard to get the matchup. And then you have the incredible advantage of seeing our energy and seeing the deck that they have, seeing their hand. That's a huge advantage, right? So that is the biggest crux of their cheating. Is that right there?
Of Chef Elite, not entirely true. We did use Chef accounts too from Elite, but it just depended what account we had available at the time, really. We were also able to see their losses. That was fun.
As you can see, that is salty noodle.
Salty noodle. I mean, the guy wishes he was as good as me.
Def not the janitor, GBP. So now they're just showing.
Everybody's fucking cheating!
So moving on to.
They're just showing losses. Okay, now this blows my mind. This blows my mind. I don't care about this match, whatever. This match was from 3 years ago. This was 3 years ago, and they still have. I haven't had the pumpkin head for quite a while. They still have this footage from 3 years ago.
Yeah, go again. I'm so good, I'm Jimbo.
And so this was 51 gate. So what they're showing here is that I lost a match, but I didn't post a score. This is something that happened. I'll explain it in a little bit. We'll see what they say about it.
Free-to-play Wales ran 51 players.
I'm gonna laugh at that wave because that was just a stupid.
Yeah, 51 players at caps. And what had happened is Glanz there, even though he didn't post a score, he lost one. And they used the 51st player.
You can't take my copyrighted image and edit it like that, bro. You can't
to
do that.
invalidate his run and score a 114 instead.
Everybody's fucking cheating!
It ended up being the winning bracket result as well, because I believe they beat Nuggy by 7 points.
Everybody's fucking cheating!
Yeah, they beat Mercs like around.
He did go.
Okay, that is true. Now this right here is the truth. This is the truth. I lost the match. I switched to my other account, finished that, and then I couldn't go back and finish that one. That week, we realized that that's what happened. That's how it happened. The next, I think it's backwards. I think it was the first week. This is 2 years ago, mind you. Look at this. 2 years ago. That was probably a year ago that they screenshotted that. So, because this is 3 years ago. Right here, like person with less than 200 caps should have moved to dire type. We didn't realize. I said the person with 200 caps because I was referring to this picture, the one with 146. This guy, when he missed caps on Wednesday or whatever it was, he should have not kept getting his caps, and then my account should have been the 50th. But what happened was I lost on one account, switched to the other account because you're like, that's what we do. If we lose one, we take a breath, we take a breather. I switched to an account with better levels so I could get some games in. When I finished that account, I couldn't go back to this one. Now, I'm almost positive that only happened once. It was twice that we ran 51, yes. But the first time it happened, I don't even think... this was the first time it happened, I think. The second time it happened, it was just a mistake. And I just had to sit out a run. We didn't save a loss. I just had to sit out a run. They don't have another video of me losing and not posting it. I just had to sit out my run. That was a mistake. We did that twice, basically back to back. We've messed up brackets constantly. This week, we have 49 instead of 50. There is a precedence for us doing this. But if we mess it up at 48 or 49, fuck us, right? We made a mistake. But if we mess it up at 51, we intentionally did it maliciously, go fuck yourself. That's ridiculous. That's ridiculous. And then there was memes. Some of them are pretty funny. But yeah, that's exactly what happened. I was kind of mad because I lost my Team Wars packs that first week. That was kind of bullshit.
The previous week he did it as well. So there was 51. Okay, that's what it was. The first week it happened was like a total mistake.
I lost my thing. The second time it happened, I think I didn't realize that I wasn't going to be able to finish my runs, honestly. I think that was the issue. I thought I could finish them, but I was the last
Anyway,
one to run.
It was well publicized. People were complaining in the official server.
That did
and
happen.
Gert started.
But Gert did a pretty good job moderating this, honestly. Remember that Red Links is gone.
And every time
Red Links is gone.
I posted something,
They don't give a shit about what we do anymore.
And there it is.
And remember, you guys are getting infractions. You guys are getting warned. I'm fucking banned from that place because dipshits like you would talk mad shit to me. I would react to you, and then I would get banned.
A final warning. Yep. And then J-Rift, who was also a mod, called him out for being impartial.
And you're talking like,
Let's not forget
oh,
this
you
thing
got
about
bit.
giving his details
Yeah,
away.
because you kept bringing something up over and over and over again that clearly didn't matter. We didn't keep doing it, and you have 12 months of being in our teams that now prove that we didn't do it because you only have the footage from 3 fucking years ago. 3 years ago, I've been living in your fucking head. How pathetic are you? 3 years ago, you have this. You've just been sitting there with your little grabbler hands just waiting to post this shit, haven't you? Holy shit. This is crazy funny to me. And you guys cheated for a year to prove that we continued to cheat, but we didn't continue to cheat because we never did it intentionally. We never did it maliciously. You've been for a year maliciously cheating in a way that's worse than anybody's ever cheated in this game ever, short of joining a team and dropping a 0, which is really terrible to do, but you can only really do that once, right? So that's not a great idea to do if you're trying to just stay in the team over and over again. So of course Nuggy was putting up good numbers. Of course he was putting up good numbers. But that doesn't matter because him getting wins and not getting losses is so much like losing one match because you beat Max or something like that when Max would get 3 wins almost every other time if he didn't match Jimbo or something. That match there is so much more impactful than, you know, one person getting a 114 on the team. Like, that has nothing to do with it. Has nothing to do with it.
He's always hated us.
I don't hate you guys. You hate me. I just returned the fucking favor. You little pricks have been needling me on stream for almost a fucking decade now. I don't hate anybody. I actually like quite a few of you guys, but you guys have this seething hatred for me, and you'll see it in a little bit. You'll see it. I live in your fucking head. Look at this. Look at this. Sergeant Fuckfinger, he wants to, since I've learned of Whale's douchiness. Okay, listen to this. Since I've learned of Whale's douchiness, which means he doesn't know firsthand that I'm a douche. He doesn't watch my stream and came up with that conclusion. He's been propagandized by you fuckers who do nothing in your server but talk shit about me. He's been propagandized. You're the propagandizer. Propaganderer. You are. You're the fucking hypocrite. And this guy, all he wants to do is 3-0 me in Team Wars.
There was the...
but he didn't. But he still beat me, but that's fine.
That Nuggy was performing poorly, but as you can see...
Nobody... I didn't see anybody accusing Nuggy of playing poorly. Clearly he didn't. What's up, Jimmy? Clearly he didn't because Nuggy's right there. But also, do you guys see what else this shows? This shows Glanzer TTV for the last 24 weeks, which is within the year where we haven't been cheating, right? This shows me at 113.40, which means I don't fucking lose. We don't run 51 to protect me from losing. I just don't fucking lose. I get 15-0 almost every week. And if I lose, it's almost always on the adventure lock with dog shit levels. It's so rare that I lose that it pisses me off so much that I don't put it in my Team Wars reviews. Why? Because I already got pissed off at it Sunday night. I already rewatched it to figure out what I did wrong and what I could do better. And then I already went on to win all of the rest of my matches usually. Because the last time I got 2 losses, I can't even remember. It was probably 4 years ago. I'm not even kidding. And So to somehow claim that I'm like not good at the game or something and like I'm getting losses all the time, like I just don't understand it. There is thousands of hours of me playing this game. There is statistics proving that I don't lose. And yet they're claiming I'm like, they make claims that we need to cheat or I need to cheat specifically. Like, look at this.
Oh man, I'm ashamed right now.
We have 15 people who never lose.
They did have a mole in our server as well. That was.
And a mole being in your server, being in the public role that can't see anything, doesn't mean shit compared to you being in our team specific Discord calls and sniping, sharing our Discord into your Discord so everybody could snipe. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Also, there's no proof that that guy is Jelly.
He went to free-to-play whale server after about 2 years hiding in our server.
Well, I guess did Jelly just prove it? Okay. Well, he could be lying. Why do you believe him?
Yeah.
Of course I would say that that's my. What if his fake account is still in there and he's just lying? He's like, "Yep, that was me. You got me. Oh, you got me," but he's still in there. Like, you can't possibly believe it. All right, now this one's funny.
Ned.
Oh, come on.
This isn't the same person.
Yes, it is.
No, it's me to take it. It's a free win. I'm not
really?
a coalition team. Take it.
Oh, thank you.
Wait,
So okay, there's claiming that we give free wins. I don't like how this is too loud. They're claiming that we give each other a bunch of free wins. Look at this. This is Tuba on a 5200 account who happened to match up against tegrity when they were together in Discord chat. Was not intentional, was not malicious, and if we really want to talk about people giving people free wins, and by the way, look at this, look at this.
As much as you can. Because particularly, Tuba, if you see Boxer on this stream, it'd be a good idea to not mention that you're doing this, because
yeah, that would. Oh,
see?
Man,
so our leader said, hey, don't do this. Like, don't make a habit of this because it's not great. And yet you're somehow, I think this video is somehow trying to claim that we cheat all the time. But you were just in our server for 14 months, and the only proof that you have of any cheating is that one clip of Tuba giving a free win, which he would have lost that fucking match anyway, and two situations of us running 51 3 years ago, bordering on half a decade. And you still, that's your big claim to fame, and that somehow exonerates you from cheating for a year? How many of those matches that we saw earlier that you cheated and sniped us for the victory, how many of those matches impacted a bracket? Our 51 impacted one bracket. How many brackets did we lose by one victory margin because you took a loss from us? How many? That's what matters. That's what matters. If that's more than one, then we're not even, and you guys are fucking cheaters. I mean, you are cheaters, and you admitted to it. I cannot believe you admitted to the sniping. That actually blows my mind. Like, that actually blows my mind.
To know that they're feeding themselves. It enabled us to see that they were running 50.
What if we weren't? What if we weren't, Mr. Vigilante Batman Detective fuck? What if we were running 54 every week and dodging losses? What if we were? What would you have done? They didn't do shit 3 years ago. What do you think they would have done now?
It did help. And just to make sure that they're not running 51 again and try to win that.
Just to make sure that they're not running 51 again. So they cheated for a year just to make sure that we didn't run 51. If that was true, you wouldn't have sniped us, you stupid fuck. If all you did was be there so that you could watch and prove when we cheated, you wouldn't have been sniping us, you idiot. And you wouldn't have been copying our upgrades on a week that we take BHK to 7 and leave Slave at level 2. You guys make the same fucking decision? Yeah, right. Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
With a mole, that mole and the people sniping still need to play well. That's not cheating, that's...
That's it. I mean, they can really keep
You can see the screen. You have a slight advantage, but yeah, you do.
A slight advantage? You stupid fucks. Of course you need to fucking cheat to beat us if you think that seeing all my cards and my energy isn't a big advantage. I could beat you in most matches just by knowing your starting hand. Just by knowing that your every fucking card that you have that can deal with cows isn't in your starting hand, I could lead cows and potentially win. In the middle of a skirmish, if I notice that you have no energy and I have 2 energy for an assassin and you have only 4 and 5 cost in your hand, I can play an assassin and take a bar. Are you seriously trying to cope? This is the biggest dose of copium I've ever seen in my life. Whatever this idiot that said, oh, you still have to play good. I mean, yes, you can't play like a moron, sure. But when it's a 50-50 game, when you both have even levels, and most of the time you guys have better levels, by the way, when you both have even levels, when you both have relatively even skill, which I think everybody in the top 25 of every team has about the same skill, then even just one tiny little benefit can win you the match. Having scout level 7 when their scout is level 6 can win you a match. That's all it takes in Team Wars. In a margin that's close, all it takes is one little difference. And me knowing your energy and me knowing your starting hand is such a benefit. Knowing if you started with Satan or not, and I have cows, knowing if you started with cock magic or not to know if I can start with Grand Wizard is such an advantage that I cannot believe that you just said that. I cannot believe that.
You still have to play well.
Yeah. You can't really focus when you have 2 screens though. Like
you can't focus when you have 2 screens up?
You have to like look
You just have to look over there for a second.
at your screen and then for a quick second.
Yeah, a lot of fun fighting them. We did because they're proper.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's a proper competitive match when you're fucking cheating and have an advantage.
And you've got a gold league with about 560 gold teams in it. It's it gave us a chance to really have some fun.
It gave you a chance to cheat. It gave you a chance. Oh my god! It gave you a chance to actually have a chance in brackets. Is what it gave you. So what happened? We cheated 3 years ago, and you think that we were still cheating for a year? And that was the only reason you were beating us. And you were so confident that we were cheating that you went through a whole year, you went through months-long effort to get your account from Animation Boys up to Dire Tide, up to Free-to-Play, whatever, so that you could see our roster. For months and months and months you did that after we kicked your ass for a year. And you're like, oh, the only way we could win, or they could be winning, is if they're cheating. And then when you come and you see, oh, they weren't cheating, and then you have to cheat, and then all of a sudden you're winning brackets.
Red-handed as well with the 51, then we wouldn't have felt the need to keep an eye on them. The whole was we could keep tabs on them.
But you kept tabs on us, and it never fucking happened. So thank you so much for spending a year of your life to exonerate us, you stupid motherfuckers.
You had fun, but they cheated.
We've got to have some accountability here, though. I mean, what we did technically isn't right.
Yeah, thank you so much for saying that. Holy shit, maybe he's not stupid.
I'm not entirely sure if it goes against Ubisoft T's and C's.
Does it go against Ubisoft T's and C's? Well, let's think about this for a second. There used to be a bot that would give you the enemy's cards, their energy, and all stuff like that. That used to exist. It would also tell you your cycle. It would give you your cycle coming up as well. That was one of the quickest banned things in Red Link's history. They banned that. They banned every account using it. They banned every account related to every account using it. You got banned just because you logged in at your friend's house that was using it. They went to that level to get rid of that. And that is giving you the exact details that you just said you were getting from sniping. So I think if anybody has an IQ above 80, they would consider that cheating. Now, would it be Red Link's cheating and Red Link's could ban you? I don't know about that.
But,
I don't know about that. Is running 51 the way that you're doing and losing a loss, is that cheating? Like Red Link's cheating, they could ban us for that? I don't know. I don't think so. I don't think there's anything in the rule book about that.
Anyone can make a Discord account and they can have a persona that's associated with that Discord.
Yeah, but you also have to get into our teams. Like if you're on our Discord, you don't just immediately get put into every single channel and you can't just immediately join voice chats. You spent months faking being a chick. Pretty fucking weird. You spend months cucking yourself, basically, to get into our servers, to get onto a team where you could cheat.
I don't think that's against any.
There's espionage. It's not like Nuggy was talented. We got to keep a good hold of their scores. Nuggy kept up a very good average.
Oh, 1 plus.
2 or 3 games in about 14 months, I think.
I really can't fathom why they thought it was a good idea to make this video.
Yeah, he could have easily bombed them on multiple occasions. And
Multiple occasions. He could have bombed them at the end as well.
Yep.
Yeah.
You could have thought the Nuggy maybe played a little too well for them.
Nuggy played too well? What? How can you say that? How can you say that when there's 10 people above him on this chart? Like, how fucking stupid is that guy? Is that Nuggy? He's an actual moron.
The Nuggy maybe played a little too well for them.
Unfortunately, yeah.
Yeah. Shame on me, guys. I'm sorry.
Played too well? I don't understand. How can you say that when there's 10 people above you on this list?
you little shit.
And everybody below him is probably 113.16, 113.15. That probably goes 25 spots down.
The macros. So, as we're aware, 2 of the guys who were being going DM
Okay.
on the subject of
Macros.
move on to the subject of
Macros. This is something interesting. Let's listen to this.
So, as we're aware, 2 of the guys who were being going DM to DM or server to server to spread information about chefs being cheaters, and in it.
So, because these guys run macros, they can't go around and tell people that you guys have been cheating for a year. This is like crazy. This is like political whataboutism. It's like, oh yeah, my guy drone striked 11,000 kids, but your guy fucked a porn star once. So you can't talk about the drone strikes because you fucked a porn star once. What the fuck are you talking about? And macros
in Stockpack, the 2 macros
have been proven to not be an issue by Red Links. Because I took, now this, okay, this stuff, you have to understand that this stuff is in every Ubisoft terms and conditions that exist for every game. And the type of stuff, the trainer programs or software applications, the scripts and bots and hacks, none of that is technically what they're doing. They're using an accessibility program to tap their screen. It's not technically a cheat. It's not technically a hack. It's not a bot. It isn't a bot. It's not technically even a script. It's not a trainer program. It's software application. Maybe you could argue that that's a software application, but Ubisoft has never really punished people for doing stuff like this. In fact, when Jelly wasn't on my team,
play for Free to Play World, that's Ty Jelly and Spit Rage.
Ty Jelly and Spit Rage, yeah. You fucking assholes, you bastards. Look at how much trouble he had beating about. You know what you could do, bro? Do you know if you had half a brain, if you had like 11 brain cells, you would just realize that he's putting every unit here. So if you just put like 2 units down here, you wouldn't even have to defend him and you could just win. But instead, this guy plays like an absolute dipshit, plays tower and stuff, and struggles to beat a bot in 2 minutes. When he could have just, look at this, you could have just played Stan of Many Moons on the bottom side and he would have taken 2 fucking bars, bro. But you're dumb as shit and you keep trying to go midline on him. Like right here, why did he play Stan of Many Moons into the berries? And okay, it's gone now. He played Stan of Many Moons into the berries instead of just sitting there. So, 1, cheating. How can you possibly call us hypocrites when you have no proof that we've cheated in the past 3 years, but you have been cheating for a year? So that is extreme projection. You're the hypocrites. You're the propagandists because there's people that don't know anything about me that hate me because of you and the shit that you do. So you're the propagandists. And let me remind you one more thing. There's only one fucking team that Red Links has ever officially banned or taken action against because they were cheating. And who was that? That was fucking you guys. You were banned from an official competition because you were cheating. And guess what? The means for that cheating, I don't think ever went away. So I'm pretty confident you're still fucking cheating in that exact same way. And now add to that 12 months of cheating on our Discord. You guys are fucking pathetic. You guys are fucking pathetic.
Cheated by running 51. They cheated by feeding themselves external TVT wins.
3 years ago, listen to this. 3 years ago, let's say we did cheat. 3 years ago, we cheated twice. One time within this last year, we cheated once by giving somebody a free win. And 12 months, you guys cheated every fucking week. How did you make this fucking video? What?
They spread misinformation about their actions. They'll spread their propaganda through their content, especially clans. Prick.
What propaganda what propaganda? Nothing I said was a fucking lie, you idiot. Everything was the truth. Propaganda has to be lies. It's also typically political, but it has to be lies. I'm surprised they spelled it right. They probably had to chat GP
If
it.
you don't like it, you're free to complain on the official Discord channel, but your messages will be deleted by Good the Cook.
Are you sure about that?
For the line mod.
That was a good Are you sure about that?
I tried that in UT games all the way anyway. I'll get a lot into my first account.
So, I don't understand. I don't understand how they can talk about being a hypocrite when they're the cheaters. And let's talk about cheating, shall we? Let's take a little gander at the fact that they're cheating right now as we speak. They are doing something that is cheating. Let me show you guys. Let me show you. When you go to Chef's Elite, you can scroll down and you'll see 2 accounts on their roster. We have MRA X111 at 8,017. That's weird. Why is it 8,017? Wouldn't it be a number right now? That's interesting. And then we have 8,061. Interesting. 8,061. Why would that not be like 115 or something? Interesting. So then you go to the top ranks, and we had what? 8061 was that one, and 8017 or something like that. You go there. You go to the top ranks. And then you scroll down. This is the leaderboards. 8061. And look what we have. We don't have 8061 chefs. They're not there. Why is that? Can somebody tell me why? Why is it that that person will stay at 8061 the entire season? For 15 more days, that person will be 8061. Why is that? Well, that's because those accounts are cheating. They are doing something that you cannot not call it cheating. Now, do I care about this? No, because Free-to-Play Whales probably has 5 accounts doing this, and we do it better. But this is technically cheating, but it's within the realm of what the game allows you to do. So, like, is it cheating? Basically, what's going on here is I'm not going to super tell you guys how to do it because that goes against terms for sure, but you can circumvent getting your final pack from a season. You can circumvent not getting that season pack, and your account will be locked at what your rating was on the previous season. And you don't show up on the leaderboard because you never were technically put back on the leaderboard. And then you can get your caps from challenge mode Wednesday, Thursday. And you never have to worry about dropping below 8,000. And for weeks where normally the team would only get 7,000, 7,500 caps, you're getting level 8,000 or 8,500 caps from that account the entire season. Now, I hope every single team on the game does this. I hope every single little team that has 40 people, I hope you all do this. I hope every single person that exists does this, because the more people have better cards in teamwork, the better. Because what Jimbo did mention in that video was that Gold League is kind of a joke. There's too many teams in Gold League because of the way they set up Gold League, where like It's an arbitrary number of trophies to get in. It should have been like 500 teams or something. But since it's an arbitrary number of trophies and any team that's any good, even if you only have 20 people on your team, they will go up in trophies. Even if it's 5 points every week, they will go up in trophies and eventually they will be gold. And that's why out of my 15 matches every week, there's probably only 2 that the other person has a prayer of beating me. Has a prayer of beating me with their levels. And then it's unlikely that they have the skill to do it. So on 15 matches, the reason I'm 15-0 most weeks isn't always that I'm good at the game. It's because the other people I'm playing are historically bad at it. That's it. I've never claimed to be the greatest player of all time. There's thousands of hours of me playing where you guys can make a decision on whether or not I know how to play this game. I don't have to defend myself there. It's just, it's crazy. So they're actively cheating right now. They're actively doing something that nobody wouldn't agree is kind of against the rules. A lot of teams are doing that. I know Mercs are doing that. I know Free-to-Play is doing that. I'm sure Dire Titan, those guys are doing it. I know other teams are doing it. I know the Russians know how to do that. And Toller told us that it wasn't illegal. It wasn't an issue for her if you took a pack from the previous season and held it over the weekend to Tuesday to get your higher pack, right? We just took that to the next level. Hello, so whether or not that's cheating is up to debate. But the only benefit you get from that is a couple levels higher in Team Wars, which doesn't necessarily win a match. I know I said it does, like with Scout and stuff, but like, you know, having BHK level 6 versus 7, how many matches did that win us? Hard to decide. But you know what absolutely did impact brackets? Losing matches to a fucking sniper. That definitely did it. Definitely did it. So if anybody is a hypocrite, it's chefs who have been officially reprimanded for cheating before. Free-to-Play Whales has never been officially reprimanded for cheating because we don't do it on purpose. We don't intentionally do it. We haven't run 51 since that shit happened. We've run 48 and 47 a bunch of times by mistake, but nobody says anything about that. Nobody says anything about that. Crazy. But I will say, I am flattered that I am the motivation for some people to keep playing this game. And it's good that chefs are so mentally handicapped that their whole entire life revolves around beating us in Team Wars, that keeps them around. Because I don't know if you know, but like if you put 2 rats in a cage, if the big rat beats the small rat in a fight every single time, the small rat stops wanting to play, right? So the big rat decides that, hey, I gotta let the small rat win every once in a while if I want to keep playing. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, we make mistakes on our brackets. It happens. We make a mistake on roster. It happens. We're not intentionally cheating like you guys did for a year plus. So I don't know why you made this video. It makes you look terrible. It makes you look terrible. And honestly, this is gonna taint your, taint, what a great word. This is gonna be a blemish on Chef's Elites for the rest of the game. This is not something that you can explain away as, oh, it was a mistake and we just took advantage of it. This was so intentionally malicious that it's comical. The fact that you did it for so long and took advantage of it for that long is absolutely pathetic. It's absolutely pathetic. It would have been, I would have had more respect for you if you just put up a 0 one week. Honestly. Ridiculous. It is ridiculous. Anyway, welcome in, jokes. See you guys.